Zabadoo. Boondoondee. Insert weird Adam Sandler noise. Go.
Now, back when I loved comic books when I was just a kid, I watched the films and liked the ones that Christopher Reeve did. But every time they brought him back, they gave him brand new hair. Another brooding backstory and still red underwear. Oh, Superman again, because they're all out of ideas, yes. Even though they've done this plot for nearly 50 years, I guess. If the new one tanks, you'll see another superhero mess. Superman again, because they're all out of ideas, yes. The never-ending remakes all seem pretty dull and lazy. And when you hear the budget, you'll think Warner Bros. Is crazy. Where'd they find this no-name dude to grunt and just look hot? Who cares? 'Cause they've got tons of pre-sale tickets that were bought. Oh, Superman again, because they're all out of ideas, yes. Seen this one before, but gotta sell a lot of toys, I guess. Meet the new Clark Kent, he is a little tiny bit depressed. Superman again, because they're all out of ideas, yes. Superman again, because they're all out of ideas, yes.
That's top-notch radio show prep, kids. Hot damn.
What are we going to do all weekend?
It's going to be a cozy weekend.
Man, I'm going to be hitting the links all weekend.
All I'm going to do this weekend, sleep.
Are you going to be doing that all weekend?
I hope you don't plan on just lying on the couch and watching TV all weekend.
That's exactly what I plan to do.
It's going to be a long weekend.
I wish I could. Hi, good morning. My voice is suffering a little bit today, so I'm going to be a little calmer, I guess. I don't know. It's been a long week. Dennis, you did. You made it to another Friday. We all made it to another Friday, unless you're watching this posthumously in the nether somewhere. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. I like that show, Ghosts. Who knows, might be a ghost in this building. This building's probably haunted. Ghosts and bacteria. Find them in downtown Cape. Yeah, we could always use a Green Lantern reboot. I'm still waiting for my Plastic Man movie. That's the real disappointment. But happy Friday. Where's my frame? Why does my show look all weird? What is missing? What am I missing? What the hell did I turn off? Something is off. Hang on. What the frick? Like the chat box is missing. I wonder if it couldn't connect to the... Well, no, the rest of the frame's there. Oh, well. It's a real-ish show. That's really bothering me, though. Where's it at? Where's your chat? Restream chat. Everything is as it should have been. So that's cool. Well, you can enjoy that. I'm just going to go ahead and move that restream chat. Whoop. Nope. I'm going to move it and make it easier to read since the frame didn't show up today. We'll fix that in post. Here you go. Now you can read it maybe a little easier. I could probably make it bigger too. If you're going to screw with it, screw with a big screwdriver, right? Here we go. Frig it. Hey, welcome to the new part of Season 2. We're just changing shit today. Let's go. Sorry, Cactus. Chat box in the bottom frame. You guys know when a show is. Who gives a shit? Advertising time is over. Shake 'em up, baby. It's 7-Eleven Day. It is French Fries Day also, but it's National Slurpee Day. Free Slurpee Day. Even better if you have a 7-Eleven in range of you. I think Festus is the closest one I can think of for us. We just don't have them down here. There was a 7-Eleven on Broadway once upon a time. They sold nudie magazines too, by the way. But it's French Fries Day. It's National Motorcycle Day. If you have a motorcycle, today's your day. Go cruise as long as, do it safely. I'm a big fan of helmets. I get the whole freedom, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't care. Put your bucket on. Cheers to your motorcycles. Every time I tried to save up for a motorcycle, we had a kid. So I stopped saving up for motorcycles at 2. Free Slurpee Day. National Blueberry Muffin Day. Do you like blueberry muffin? Or are you more of a chocolate chip muffin person? Or maybe just straight bran? Maybe you just need the fiber. But it's a blueberry muffin day. I like blueberry muffins. That's not cake. Mojito Day. Mojitos are tasty. That's a tasty beverage. This is bugging the shit out of me with this chat. I apologize. I think OBS updated something and something in Restream is not cooperating with it. I don't know. It's free software. You say cat content coming? Yes, you do. It's good cat content. And I was going to use a photo of my own cats, but I didn't. They were really irritated with me putting them on social media. They don't want to fuck with that. So I was like, whatever. It's National Swimming Pool Day. Gee, I wish I had a swimming pool or maybe a livestock tank. But happy National Swimming Pool Day. That was our swimming pool when I was a kid, was a livestock tank, and it was the best in the world. You could get in there and you could get the water swirling real fast with the hose while it's filling, right? And then you can be a little alligator and just all the way around it. And you put it up next to the board fence so you can walk across the edge of it and hopefully not slip off and break your crotch. Jamie. It is National State Fair Food Day, which is unfortunately way premature for most state fairs in the Midwest and anywhere that has a summer. But thank you to whatever Minnesota person that probably got that legislation passed. But hey, state fair food, any fair food, good stuff. Not necessarily for you, but boy, is it tasty. State Fair in Missouri is in August. Texas is in September, I think. Yeah, the only downside to the livestock tank is, you need good drainage wherever it's going to be, because there is no breathing. There's no, you're not putting down gravel probably, but you're going to kill whatever spot you put it in. But it's friggin' awesome. And you'll teach yourself how to siphon with a hose. It's National Cheer Up the Lonely Day. So if you're lonely today, someone should be cheering you up if they are heeding our national day. Okay? Only the lonely are wishing this day would come every day. But cheer up the lonely day. So if you meet all the lonely people, where do they all come from? Cheer them up, okay? Sorry, I need the coffee today. I have drank. I left the house. I don't know why I'm losing time today. I think I'm just repeatedly having very minute abductions, but I didn't get to fill the chug jug, making an appearance. You haven't seen it in a while. Still dented. But I've drank 2 of my Smirnoff. Damn it. That's the 3rd time I have said that in front of people. Sparkling ice waters. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't even drink Smirnoff Ice, but I sure say it a lot. All right, it is Make Your Own Sunday Day as well. And, of course, 7-Eleven. Even Backdoor Little Joe. But welcome to the show. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys being here. Broadway, Virginia has 3 7-Elevens. Damn. I had one right around the corner from my place when I was in Dallas. That was handy. No wheezing the juice. All right, let's get the TIQ up here. Gotta hope it friggin' shows up. Well, that's internal. That's not coming from Restream. Man, that's annoying. Why you being like this? Whatever. TIQ. 11% of people remember this useless piece of information years later. It is John. I got him on my hot list. But I love the brotherly pride. That's awesome. TIQ right here. In your chats and in your splats. It's Hugh Day. 11% of people, and I'm going to say this is not a specific thing like, that Joey Chestnut won his first hot dog contest. Like, it's not a specific pinpoint that specific. But it is something from your past. 11% of people remember this useless piece of information years later. Their locker combination. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Their original phone number. Like, yeah, your landline phone. Good guesses. Our address. Not it. Not it. Keep guessing away for Upon the Horizon Birthday Piggies. Oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink. The nice thing is if the chat gets up there, it'll just sit on top of the piggies. You know, we should do that. We should do like, remember the Cody Henry show? The Cody Henry show. Anyway, and Cody would move little cat gifts around and he'd put the scoreboard on top of things. I think we should do that. Totally flip it up. Birthdays, though, today. Let's see. The new periodic table of elements. No. That's a good guess. Taking your TIQ guesses. Jennifer Abernathy, happy birthday today. She's hitting 48. Feeling great. She woke up early. She ain't sleeping late. I don't know. I'm out of stuff to rhyme. But happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday to Wayne Wallingford. Music aficionado. He and I had him in the studio a couple years ago. And we hung out and talked music and all kinds of stuff. Wayne's birthday today. Wayne is 79. Welcome to the club. Zoe Ketting. I was there when she was born, and now she serves me drinks on occasion. How's that for evolution, kids? Happy birthday, Zoe. Zoe Claire. There you go. The aggressive bark. The Animaniacs Countries song. God, that's a good guess. It's a good song and a good guess, but not it. But you're thinking along the right, you're on the right highway. Just took the wrong exit. But that's a good guess. That is a good guess, the more I think about it. Zoe, happy birthday. Kavina Cottrell, happy birthday. How's Florida? You guys loving it? Pastor Scott Johnson, happy birthday, sir. Hope you have a good one. Shannon Carlish, happy birthday. I honestly don't know if she was a single last night. I don't think so. It was packed when I got there. Like, I didn't even have time to identify people. I was just kind of like, yep, there's a lot of people. But happy birthday, Mother Carlish. Enjoy it. Tim Volink, happy birthday to Tim. Tim is 49 today, almost in the 50 club. But by God, doesn't look a day over 38. Happy birthday, you talented stud. The Nestle's chocolate song. Oh, Nestles. Nestle's is the very best. That's a good guess. And it's correct. A commercials jingle. And I'm going to let that pull it off. Because even though it was specific, the Nestle's chocolate song is a jingle, ergo a commercial jingle. The answer, Dennis, dare I say it, double down on 7-Eleven Day, Dennis, because that's 2 in a row. 2 TIQs in a row for Dennis. Even Bethy's like, double down, Dennis. I love it. Go to the casino today. It's supposed to be. It's meant to be. By God, yes. But yeah, Dennis, from the 3-point line, boom, good job. Hot dog. We will now put our potential cat content back up and still wonder why my frame disappeared. All right. Good job, Dennis. We will continue with our birthdays with John's brother, Hugh McGowan the Fourth. Hugh is awesome, and happy birthday to Hugh. Hugh Betcha. I will now give this opportunity to John. I'm going to pass the mic and let him tell an embarrassing story about his brother. You know, that's what birthdays are for, is to tell embarrassing stories about our siblings. I need to... Shit. Okay. That's no big deal. So, Hugh, happy birthday. It is also Matthew Caldwell's birthday, and I did not expand my browser long enough. Nick Lever's birthday. I saw Nick Le, and I was like, crap. I had to make my font 125% this morning. Allergies have got my eyes swole, I guess, too, and I'm just struggling today, man. Struggling, he says. And honorable mention birthday, because it's actually tomorrow, but my Uncle Bill Tyler will be turning, we'll say, well, he has to be my uncle, right? So I can't say he's turning 55, but my awesome uncle is having his birthday tomorrow, and that's the only birthday I want to mention for people tomorrow. How about that? Uncle Bill, you rock. Celebrity birthdays today. Your brother, John, celebrates with Alicia Cara, a pop star, who's turning 29 today. Oh, youthful Alicia. Alize? I don't know how you say her name. Octomom Nadia Solman is turning, 50 today. But I'm not celebrating that one. I will celebrate this. Jeff Corwin turns 58 today. Star of Animal Planet Shenanigans. Jeff Corwin, happy birthday. Richie Sambora turns 66. Suzanne Vega, that gave us Tom's Diner, you know. She turned 66 today. She also said her name was Luca, and she lived on the second floor. Do you have any embarrassing stories you can just share? Yeah. Celia Ward is 69, and Giorgio Armani is 91. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. It is 7:47. We are going to transition out of our birthdays into History Nugget Shenanigans. Good morning, Troy. Today in history. Dead guy there. All right. Yeah, boy, this is weird. There we go. Shoosh. Okay. 1798, the U.S. Marine Corps was reestablished. They took a break, just a short one. They were disbanded after the American Revolutionary War, but then today they said, hey, really kind of bored. You guys want to hang out? Hell yeah. And they were the U.S. Marine Corps. Hoorah. 1889, Tijuana, Mexico is founded. Yeah, Tijuana. Happy birthday, Tijuana. And we know you're celebrating. 1914, Babe Ruth made his Major League Baseball debut on this date as a member of the Boston Red Sox. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the show. I'm a little screechy. The thing is like I'm not bad. I can talk right now. This doesn't hurt, but it's a little strainy. But if I get up here, it's silence. It's just gone. The upper register is gone. We have probably all either been forced to read this or read it voluntarily. It's a good book. But To Kill a Mockingbird, not Tequila Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird, was first published on this date in 1960. The Harper Lee Classic. Toking a Mockingbird. 1966, the Newlywed Game premiered on television. Well, how did the Newlywed Game song go? I can't remember the theme song for the Newlywed Game. I can remember the $25,000 pyramid. Something like that. I don't know. David Bowie's Space Oddity, ground control to Major Tom, yada yada. 1969. It was rush released on this date because they wanted to beat the moon landing. By the way, the moon landing is 9 days from today. So David Bowie's like, I got to get this song out before they land on the moon. And they did. They pulled it off. So good job. That's one of those era songs, right? Good stuff. It's no rocket, man. You be quiet. Stone Richards is a big Elton John fan. 1977, the Presidential Medal of Freedom is posthumously, struggled with that word twice today, awarded to Martin Luther King Jr. And in 1979, Skylab fell out the sky and crashed to Earth after 6 years in space. The Two Skinny Jays wrote a good song about Skylab. It's gonna fall. Number one song in the land on this date, 1987. Think of what you were doing in the summer of 1987. If you were not on this earth yet, it's cool. You don't have to think that hard. Theme was, just music, no lyrics. I was pretty sure. Dennis thanks God in the Academy. I love it. Anyway, summer of 87, I was probably, I was 13, riding bikes and going to the pool and doing that stuff. The number one song in the land was Hearts Alone, which is one of the few songs that I can play on piano because I had a Casio SK1 keyboard and I learned the dun 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 dun. Till now, it's a good ass song, Heart, man. What else? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix was released in theaters on this date in 2007. Black Eyed Peas that pulled a lot off and got famous. They hit number one in 2009 with the I Got a Feeling. Ooh, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. Black Eyed Peas, number one. It knocked their own other number one off the charts, Boom Boom Pow, which again says a lot about the charts in 2009. Big kiss. Oh, yeah, for the theme, yeah. 2013, never forget, Sci-Fi aired Sharknado for the first time. And we just kept getting dumber. 2021, billionaire Sir Richard Branson flew into space. And last year, as I was reminded recently, Shelley Duvall passed away on this date in 2024. Shelley Duvall's dead, Darren. Thank you. He just can't wait to get over here, you smartass. Everybody's favorite smartass, Stone Richards, Weatherlord. Sarcasm included. He's a figment of your imagination. Seriously? All right. I bet you didn't see my lips move, did you? Weather forecast, and I will say here too, is brought to you by the Good Feet store. The Good Feet store fixed my plantar fasciitis, and that's no bullshit. I got those inserts from them. And full disclosure, it's not cheap, but I did a shot. The shot wore off. I had pain again, and I have been, when did I go to them? September of 23? So like 2 months away from 2 years, and never even thought about it anymore. So I'm sure losing weight helped that as well, but it was gone way before I was losing weight. Good stuff. Thanks, Good Feet store. Shut up. I know. High today of 93. However, heat and humidity is going to funk up that heat index to the triple digits today. Gross. Gross, Darren. When Jared wasn't a known pedo. Are you talking about Subway? Oh. Anyway, hot, humid, funky, stank. Perfect for the Jorts game tonight with your Cape Catfish as they host the Dubois County Bombers. Coming in with their jorts, cut off jeans. What fuck jorts? Jeans and shorts. They're jorts. I like jorts. Yes, I do. I don't. But we're wearing them tonight. Come to the ball game. It'll be hot and sticky. Tomorrow, we're going to see that chance of showers increasing. And Saturday and Sunday, 50-50 shot, mostly afternoon, evening. Could be some severe weather, though, along with that. Some high winds, some hail possibilities. Not really a tornadic issue, but maybe a funky, wet weekend. Tomorrow's high around 92. Sunday, cool, a little cooler, 88. And then Monday, we'll kick off the work week with more of the same, but only at about a 20% chance of showers on Monday. Because, back to work. You don't want any fun on the weekend. We're taking the kids to summer camp on Monday as well. Yeah. And I know weather looks pretty decent. Here's your summer camp forecast, your extended summer camp forecast. Monday. Doesn't really matter because everybody's just arriving and you're getting your shit in your cabin and you eat dinner. But Tuesday, slight chance of afternoon showers. Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much the same. Mostly sunny, highs close to 90. That's pretty good summer camp weather. That's the hell yeah, let's go jump in the lake. Okay? So enjoy the shit out of that. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone Richards, Weatherlord. For release, after 9 a.m. I know what the next SEMO Fair person is. But you don't, and you won't until after 9. Is the TIQ gone already, Lorraine? Yes. But since you don't see it, probably in the comments, let me see. Yeah, I mean, Dennis got it, but you see, you're good. Just don't look. It was 11, what did I say, 11%? 11% of people remember this useless piece of information years later. So you can guess away. You can go ahead and just guess your pants off. I will celebrate you because it's kind of like a rerun, but still live. It's super. What else? That's it. All right. Thanks, Stone. Buddy, be good. Enjoy your weekend. Yada, 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 yada. I'm done with him today. Ray Stevens' team revealed that the 86-year-old country singer and comedian and influencer, he was an influencer before there was such a thing. Because I was definitely influenced by Ray Stevens when I was a kid. You kidding me? Oh, yes, they call him the Streak. Anyway, he suffered a heart attack last Friday, and he had surgery earlier this week. They also revealed he will cancel his July performances in order to recover. But yeah, Ray's still doing a thing. I think he's in Branson or Nashville. I don't remember where he's at. Probably Branson. It's me again, Margaret. I mean, come on. Can't go wrong. Coffee Mate, the creamer people, they're coming out with some new flavors, some limited edition Harry Potter flavors next month. Cool. You can have cauldron cake and peppermint toad in both regular and sugar-free varieties. Peppermint toad. Toad juice. Love it. Rachel Brosnahan says the role of Lois Lane in the new Superman movie was offered to her over the phone while she was in a restroom. She said she was praying that somebody didn't flush the toilet while she was on the phone getting this job offer. She'd be like, hello, is this Rachel Brosnahan? Yes. This is Bob from Warner Brothers, and she'd be like sitting there going, oh no. Terrible. You ever got a phone call you just had to answer while you were in the head like that? Been there. I've had those conversations going, guess I'll sit down to pee, but I really got to pee. Paul McCartney is hitting the road. He's going on tour at 83 years old, and this is probably, I don't want to say it's his last tour because I'm not going to say that for Paul McCartney, but he hasn't toured since 2022. He's hitting the road again. He's not coming to St. Louis. He's wrapping the tour in Chicago with 2 nights at the United Center. But he's also hitting Nashville, which is an option. Somehow Tulsa got in on this, and Tulsa's got him for a show. That's too far. Tulsa and Chicago, though, are kind of one and the same as far as distance goes, and if I had the druthers. Oh, yeah, Harry Pooper flavored ones are terrible. So anyway, hey, Matt, heading back from Mexico today. Oh, so we are in international waters right now, broadcasting internationally. God, the power of the internet is mind-blowing. Boom. My hat, gone. See what happens? Power of the internet. Anyway, Paul McCartney's hitting the road. Tickets go on sale next Friday officially, the 18th, but there'll be pre-sales coming out the wazoo, right? They'll have it on... it's called the Get Back Tour. Go to paulmccartneygetback.com, I think it's a website, if I type that right. Tickets start selling next Tuesday. And if you don't get these early, you'll not be able to get them anymore because, resale's bullshit. I really want to catch Paul McCartney. I'm going to look at this, but God dang it. It's like November 6th, I think, in Nashville. And I wouldn't mind, blowing over to Nashville. But to be honest, it's like, do I just get 2? Or do I get 4? And then, does that mean take both father-in-laws and they can't take their girls? Then I'm starting to get complex. Do the kids need to go see Paul McCartney? So, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to, who knows? I'll forget about this. I'm actually documenting this right now, so I'll remind myself. Hey, Darren, don't forget. Mississippi is the first state to have a tax-free weekend. I know a lot of counties do it. We do it here in Cape County. City doesn't, but Cape County does, lifting that sales tax for back-to-school weekend shopping, right? And but Mississippi, as a state, is declaring a tax-free weekend. That's good on you. Good on you. Especially with the economic disparagement in Mississippi, right? A lot of poor folks that got to get back to school stuff. So save some money for them. Good stuff. Cape Air to Chicago. Amtrak is awesome to get there for shows from Carbondale. Yeah, that is what I've heard. Amanda McNeely and her crew have gone quite a bit. Get that Chicago love. If you're a fan of the Wednesday series on Netflix, the second season is set to start next month. It's going to premiere in 2 parts on Netflix. Part 1 will debut August 6th, and Part 2 will premiere September 3rd. So about a month apart for Part 1 and Part 2. The Trump administration, by the way, is suing California, claiming that their animal cruelty laws caused the soaring egg prices. I'm assuming they say because of the free-range laws and blah, 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 the Asian food, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Fucking clown shoes. The Italian food company Ferrara, frickin' the freaking guys that gave us Nutella, they're buying Kellogg's for a little chunk of change. $3.1 billion. Okay, $3.1 billion. Man, that's a lot of money. That's your brekkie bits. It is 8:02. Look at us. I try to get those things through at the top of the hour, and here we are. What's playing right now? Oh, Smashing Pumpkins. Bullet with Butterfly Wings. Chase it with some Smirnoff water. This one will get flagged. Facebook will be like, "You're using music. It shares copyright with..." You know what? Come at me, bro. Spy the Lie time. Let's get those spies over here. Look at these guys. Friends, but not friends. Chump change. That's right, Dennis. Psh. I've got that much in my sock drawer. All of the following movies are opening this weekend with the exception of one, Spy the Lie. Tell me the fake movie. All right. Opening this weekend, Amongst the Wolves, Deep Anger, Before We Forget, Malik, and Singing in My Sleep. Amongst the Wolves, Deep Anger, Before We Forget, Malik, and Singing in My Sleep. Which is the fake show? What's the movie that's not debuting this weekend? I don't know any of those. I, honest to God, don't know any of those movies. I have no clue. And if you feel the same way, just guess a random ass movie. Is it Amongst, Deep, Before, Malik, or Singing? It is Deep Anger. Deep Anger's not opening this weekend. Ha, darn. It could be opening this weekend if you have a couple too many drinks and your mouth starts flapping. All that Deep Anger might open. Let's see. Number 2, all of the following food facts. Okay, I got to turn that down. That's a long zook. All the following food facts are true, except for one. Food facts. Ooh. Oh, also, we do have cat content for sure today, and then we got some Slurpee Day trivia. We're gonna delve into the 7-Eleven magic. Okay, all the following food facts are true. A. Raw vegetables are always healthier. Number 1. Raw vegetables are always healthier. Number 2, Fruit Loops are different colors, but all the same flavor. Number 3, back in the early 1800s, ketchup was sold as medicine. Number 4, honey never spoils. Honey never spoils. Or number 5, most wasabi paste isn't real wasabi. It's typically just green-dyed horseradish. All right, so which one of these bullshit? Raw vegetables are always healthier. Fruit Loops are different colors, but all the same flavor. 1800s, we sold ketchup medicine. honey never spoils, or wasabi is ground up horseradish green, pink meat green stuff. Guess away. I like this one. This was a Spy the Lie. Somebody worked hard on this one. Let's celebrate that intern. Okay, we're done. Alicia says 1, raw vegetables are always healthier. Lorraine is hitting number 3 about ketchup sold as medicine. To women in white gloves, no doubt. No, Alicia nailed it. And I think your IQ and your logic works, right? You heard me say always. You're like, it's multiple choice. Always is probably a wrong answer, which they're not always healthier, right? Boiled carrots actually have more antioxidants than regular-ass raw carrots. How about that? Troy got it. Yep, no, we sold ketchup as medicine. They sold a lot of shit as medicine before they realized what it was. You know, hey, this fermented. It's probably medical now. No. All right, our last Spy the Lie. All of the following are true with the exception of 1. Facts. Facts, all right? Which fact is bullshit? Number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog has a full name. His full name is Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. Sonic. Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. That's number 1. Number 2, the Eiffel Tower was originally pitched to Barcelona, España. Barcelona said, it's too ugly, we don't want it. That's fact number 2. The Eiffel Tower was originally pitched to Barcelona, and they rejected it because they said it was, quote, too ugly. Number 3, Boeing, you know, the air manufacturer guys, Boeing used potatoes to test in-flight Wi-Fi because they reflect signals like humans. Potatoes. They use potatoes to test in-flight Wi-Fi. That's Boeing. Number 4, bulls hate the color red. Not the Chicago Bulls, just El Toro. De hato redo. And number 5, the Grinch was colored green in the 1966 cartoon because animator Chuck Jones drove a green rental car. Okay? Whew! That intern, seriously. I don't know where he's at, but he's nuts. Whew. Sonic Hedgehog has a full name, Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. The Eiffel Tower was pitched to Barcelona, and they said no. Boeing used potatoes to test Wi-Fi. Bulls hate the color red. Or the Grinch was colored green because Chuck Jones had a green rental car. Alicia says 4. Bulls hate the color red. Yeah. Low-hanging fruit. Bulls don't hate the color red. They just hate the cape. Bulls are actually colorblind, by the way. So, doesn't matter. Es rojo, azul, media, whatever, colors, not it. It's the movement of the cape that pisses them off. They don't like flappy capes. You ever seen a bull go through a laundry line outside? Holy shit. They lose their minds. That's right, Dennis. Yeah, so the Grinch was colored green because all the other weird-ass facts, that's beautiful. That's the best Spy the Lie we've had in a long damn time. And it didn't involve any pop stars. Hooray! All right, we're going to talk about pussycats. Look at this guy. He's checking you out. He's going to just do that. Why does your cat stare off into space? Why is your cat just doing that? For a long time, cats just stare off into space. Are they tripping? Are they tripping? Why are you tripping? Huh? Well, here's the thing. According to 2 veterinarians, Dr. Carlos Gutierrez, a small animal specialist, and Wendy Zimmerman, the associate veteran at RAU Animal Hospital, there are 4 main reasons that cats stare off into space. And none of them is because they're seeing ghosts. Okay? That's not going to make the list today. Y'all believe what you want to believe. Meow. All right, let's get into this list right now. Number 1, they're just trying to let more light into their eyes. If you've ever taken a picture of a cat in dim light, right, you know that you get the laser eyes, demon eyes, right? That's because the pupils constrict when light is shined into the eye. Same for humans, right? That's a normal response. But the glowing that you see when you see cat eyes like that is because there's a layer of tissue in the eye called the tapetum lucidum, which captures light, even the tiniest amount of light, and brings it back through the retina. So it's like their night vision layer, right? Theirs are actually pretty large because they're, by genetic discourse, they are nocturnal animals. So theirs really opens up. So sometimes they just staring into space because they're catching more light so they can see shit. Dennis will see because they're stoned. Everybody believes the cats are stoned. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Will it be one of our 4? Number 2, feline instincts cause them to be just extremely observant. Okay? Toonces, he was a terrible driving cat. We know that most driving cats are probably more observant and aware than humans are when they're driving. Okay? Cats are visual hunters, and they are curious by nature, and means they're observant at all times, equally during the day and the night. Dr. Gutierrez says, due to wild ancestors like lions and panthers, domestic cats have nocturnal instincts. Their extensive field of vision, which your periphery cuts off, here-ish, they've got 20 degrees more peripheral vision. So it's more than just the wall in front of them that they're fixating on. Cats pick up on a lot through their periphery, things like shadows, tiny bugs, like little things that would blur out in our periphery even if it was in range. Cats can see that shit really good. We'd need like 6 to 8 more rod cells to be able to see all that stuff. According to Dr. Gutierrez, a cat staring into space is simply an alert one that's gathering information about their environment. I don't know. Go look up Dr. Gutierrez. What was his first name? Carlos? He says, you can call me Carl for short. But Dr. Gutierrez says they're just staring into space to gather information. They're actually really smart. And so the next time somebody accuses you of staring off into space, or somebody at work, boss comes by and says, why are you daydreaming? Excuse me? I am gathering information about my environment. Thank you. I'm not spacing out. I'm gathering information. Number 3, Dr. Zimmerman made sure to remind us that a cat's sense of hearing is just as important as its vision, and our perception of silence is a lot different from a cat's, right? Their hearing is as powerful as their eyesight, so it's enhanced compared to ours. In fact, the end of our perception of what we hear is around the beginning of theirs. So if your cat's staring off into the distance, they're probably fixated on a noise or an echo that they heard, and they're trying to figure out what it is and where it came from. Cats can hear about 1.5 octaves higher than we can, which is also why cats don't like Mariah Carey. And they can detect variances in sound, even something minor as the wind outside or your pillow falling on the floor in the middle of the night. They hear all that shit. And then they spaz out and they wake you up. It's science. It's not your cat's fault. And yes, number 4 on the list, that cat just might be high. They had too much catnip. Catnip can have a sedative effect. So if a cat has overindulged in catnip, you can usually tell if you look at their eyes, tripping balls, fixed, relaxed gaze at seemingly nothing. Man, you got any snacks? The reaction varies from cat to cat, but shouldn't be a cause for major concern. Dr. Gutierrez says, quote, there is some research in which that catnip produces a certain relaxation in some and even hypersalivation and excessive drooling in others. Dr. Gutierrez says both of which are normal for humans and for cats. You ever got so high you just started drooling? It's possible with your cat, and now you know. So, meow, 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 meow. Cat translation, there you go. So now you know why your cat's staring off into space. He's not dumb. Well, it's not because he's dumb. Lovable little buddy. Where's your cute kitty? Oh, I can't even scratch his chin. Come here. I went out this morning. My neighborhood buddies were out there waiting for brekkie. And We have this little gray kitten that showed up, once it was kind of starting to wean. And I got within like a foot of him this morning. He came out to eat with the other ones. He's been real skittish, right? Because he's a little baby. But man, they've pulled him in, and it's like I could make my own like Homeward Bound style animal movie with the crew I have. I got Blue, my fluffy gray beautiful baby that's fixed and done, and we got the Tuxie, and we got the Stripey, and we got the little gray kitten. They're like this little power team of 4 awesome cats. Like they've got that X factor. I don't know if they've got an agent or not, but I'm going to work on it. All right. It is Slurpee Day, and I apologize for sliding into that accent. I know that's terrible, but I get Apu when I think about the 7-Eleven, right? The Quickie Mart. I love Apu. And I know it's not 7-Eleven on The Simpsons. There's branding and rights and all that kind of crap. But the insinuation is that's no Circle K. We know what it is. And we are full on wheezing the Jews today by digging in on 7-Eleven Day. Free Slurpees. By the way, 7-Eleven celebrates today by giving away free small Slurpees while supplies last. Which I don't understand. Does that mean they're going to run out of small-sized cups? And then, are they going to run out of Slurpees? It's 7-Eleven. You never run out of Slurpees. Sorry, the machine is broken down. Well, you're still open 24/7. How are you going to have supplies last? Hey, Jarvis. Holy shnikes. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. So Slurpee Day. We've got some 7-Eleven Slurpee Day facts. If you're not a fan of Slurpees, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's summertime, it's Slurpee time. It all started way back in 1966. This is where if I had a producer, they'd transition to a graphic and we'd have a small vignette of Slurpee people. All right, it's the first Slurpee coming from my fountain. I don't know why I'm Irish. Now, 1966, 7-Eleven didn't invent Slurpees, but what they did do is they licensed the Icy machine. ICEE, you know that polar bear? They licensed the machine and rebranded the Icy as a Slurpee. So yeah, chicken egg, Icy came first. But they named it a Slurpee after the slurping sound it makes. Slurp. Slurpee. Slurpee. And yeah, every year, that's fact number 1. Fact number 2, every year on 7-Eleven Day, they give away free Slurpees. It's a tradition that's been around for 23 years this year. They started in 2002, so we're going to change the world. We're going to give away free Slurpees. Yeah, I don't know if you can get multiple Slurpees. They have them already made up in a bag on the floor. Here you go. Here you go. You can't make your own Slurpee and then just get it. Yeah, Slurpee corporate. Number 3, over 14 million free Slurpees have been given away since Free Slurpee Day began. 14 million over 23 years. 2 customers in the U.S. and Canada. Sorry, if you're tuned in from Scotland, no Slurpee for you. Yeah, that's the arc. No, don't go there. That's 14 million. That's insane. Number 4, brain freeze. Yeah, Slurpee brain freeze. That's a real thing. It's called cold stimulus headache, a classic Slurpee experience, right? The brain freeze. We've all suffered it. Man, I've gotten them before that made me cry. You ever gotten a brain freeze so bad that your eyes would start watering terribly and you're like, all I want to do is cut off my head now? What's the world record for Slurpee drinking? It's been held by a Canadian in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It's all the residents of. It's the Slurpee capital, I should say. It shouldn't say world record Slurpee drinker. That was terribly phrased. The Slurpee capital of the world is Winnipeg. Its residents consume more Slurpees per capita than anywhere else on Earth. Winnipeg. So, you didn't win the Stanley Cup, but at least you're still the Slurpee kings and queens. Good for you. Should celebrate with a free Slurpee. Oh, wait, everybody gets that today. Number 6. What is the wildest flavor of Slurpee? Oh, baby, they consider it pickle juice. I'm down if it's actually brine. Pickle juice. That is the wildest flavor. They've released some wild Slurpee flavors over the years. They did a buffalo wings Slurpee, which I think is wilder than pickle by far and gross. And they also did some baby back ribs Slurpee. For real. That was a thing. Baby back ribs Slurpee. Yeah, gross. Everybody loves Slurpees. Celebrities that have been spotted with a Slurpee in their hand include former President Barack Obama, devilishly handsome Ryan Gosling, Slurpee fan, Megan Fox, awkwardly holding a Slurpee. They've all been spotted. It's a thing. Number 8 on our Slurpee list today is limited edition cups. You know the special Slurpee cups? They had comic book heroes on them, things like that. Those are collectible. There's people, you can find that on eBay, right? Limited edition Slurpee cups. Beetlejuice. Number 9 on the list, you can do it at home. Did you know that? Did you know there are Slurpee machines for home? Not the Snoopy snow cone maker. That's not what I'm talking about. Slurpee machines for home use exist. People have tried hacking soda machines, and they've tried making their own with ice, salt, and soda. Slurpee. Oh, pickle juice. I will say that 3 times. Come on, pickle juice, show up. Pickles. But yeah, you can make your own Slurpees at home. I don't know. It's still never the same experience. You can buy even a decent, like, snow cone maker thingy or whatever. It's like you always got nuggets in there. It's just not right? It's the wish.com of Slurpees. Slurpee is exclusive to 7-Eleven stores, right? There's no Slurpees anywhere else outside of 7-Eleven. However, as previously mentioned, they licensed the Icy machines, right? Icy is still available elsewhere. Movie theaters, gas stations, convenience stores. I can remember as a kid at Kmart in Cape Girardeau, which is now Rural King, R.I.P. Kmart. Definitely Kmart. They had the Icy, and they had they were one of the few that had like the food buffet, not buffet, but like you could get ice cream, you could get all kinds of stuff right up there. Hot dogs. And they had the Icy, and the big-ass polar bear sitting there with his Icy. Does it look good? It's blue raspberry. I liked Icies. I was more of a frozen Coke guy, to be completely honest. If you could do a half Coke, half cherry frozen Coke, that was it. That was my jam. Whether it was from Slurpee or Pokey or Sneezy or Dopey, whoever made it. Happy Slurpee Day. You guys, if you got a 7-Eleven, by golly, don't let this moment slip. You got to use yourself and get out there. Don't lose yourself, though. Squishies, that's right. That's what it was in Apu's store. No using the squishy juice. What's the time on the burrito, man? All right, it is warm and fuzzy time. We got our little cat motif today, so we got our little alien with his kitty buddy. I love my kitty buddies. I like that they're doing okay. By the way, I made a decision on my air conditioning, and I'm going to get that scheduled today. And then I'll set up the GoFundMe to pay for the air conditioning replacement. No, but we're going to get it scheduled, get it rolling. I'll be honest with you guys as we get close to warm and fuzzies, because it's been a long week. Work-wise aside, I miss my family because I'm staying at the house. A, I don't want my house unattended, frankly, period. And B, being that I work 6 blocks away and I work very early in the morning and I've got a portable unit that's in the bedroom, I'm sleeping okay and I can do my work from home work there as well. And it's just everything I use is at the house, right? But that's not good for the fam when it's 90 degrees in the house or whatever else. So it's been a long week of missing my family, and I haven't been in the bed with my wife since like fucking Saturday night. Blah! I miss it. I miss her. And then the bitch of it is we're going to get it fixed, but then the kids are going to be gone at summer camp all next week, so I'm not going to see them either. So just feeling a little melancholy. I'm not ready to ever do bachelorhood single life again. I don't know. It's stressing me out. But who did I pick? Who did I pick for what, John? And, the thing is, I do enjoy the solidarity when I'm working, right? The solitude when I'm working. And I've caught up on some shows I wanted to watch uninterrupted. That's nice. That's nice. If I wanted to practice, it's nice. But it'd be different if, it was like Dad, you transition after Mom passed. That you do have a lonely, but it's not like, damn, they're across town. It's just inconvenient for them to live here right now. It sucks. I don't like it. Oh, who did I pick? I'm going with Prodigy HVAC. It's a kid named Tyler that has done he's the one that did my plumbing work a little while ago, but he came in at a good spot, and I'm comfortable with it, and I trust him to do the work. So I'm going to call him when we get done here, actually, and tell him that. But, yeah, and I had my number 2 was probably going to be Peters out in Marble Hill. He did a great job of getting me the quote and everything else. And, it's a process, right? It's like anything else. And if you own a business and you have to take bids, same kind of deal. But it wasn't an emergency. It'd be different if I wouldn't have had the accommodation for the family to be able to stay at my father-in-law's and stuff. Is different then. And that's where a lot of times you don't have the ability to step back and spend 4 days getting quotes and doing apples to apples comparisons on everything. And any of the companies I talk to, I would trust to do a good job. I'm just getting a bang for my buck, right? So that's where I'm going. And we'll get that thing flowing. And y'all be knowing, Warm and Fuzzies. By the way, I really like this shirt, and it looks like shit on here. It's my Nike shirt that says Move with Nature, and it's got flowers and the grass and all these lovely poppies. And unfortunately, even the orange is like getting washed out by the green screen, and obviously the grass. It's a neat shirt. It looks like shit on here. Happy Friday. KOMO Media says 13-year-old Gage Bryant recently rescued a boy who fell into Silver Lake in Everett, Washington. Bryant found the child underwater, held him above water, and performed chest compressions until firefighters took over. The heroic teen hopes to reunite with the boy that he saved, and he hopes to become CPR certified. He just knew what to do. Probably had seen it in school or something like that. Witnesses praised Bryant's quick thinking and bravery, and absolutely. So good job, kiddo. Warm and Fuzzy number 2 comes to us from Raleigh, North Carolina, where Raleigh firefighters saved 14 kittens from a house fire. What are you beeping at me for, phone? 14 kittens. Holy cow. The firefighters ensured the kittens were safe and warm, and the Raleigh Fire Department is coordinating with animal control to find homes for the kittens. Aw, good. I know, right? Cat vibes on Friday today. Yes, please. Claws out, bitches. And our final Warm and Fuzzy, Chris Seaford of Mocksville, North Carolina, is going viral because he helped deliver his own son. A new baby, named him Levi. His wife, Tiffany, went into labor before he called 911. Dispatcher Ryan Hepler helped guide Chris through the delivery. And Ryan's last name, if you flip it, could be Ryan Helper. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, that's a Warm and Fuzzy. Mama and baby doing good. Chris got to wash his hands, and everybody's in good shape. So hooray for that. Hooray for all them good humans. I hope I see you tonight at Capitol Hall Field for the Jorts game. Going to be a classic. Taking on Dubois County. And Dubois County, by the way, that's the ones that's... I thought it was Du Bois County. I've said that for 3 years. And then I watched their social media, and they're like, Dubois County, da-da-da. I was like, oh, shit. So they'll be proud of me tonight for pronouncing their team right, I guess. Anyway, that's the one that's the home to the League of Their Own, where they shot the movie, right? So, good stuff. Hey, have a great weekend, okay? 50-50 chance of showers, thunderstorms, possibly some severe tomorrow evening, Sunday evening. So keep an eye, stay tuned to social media, watch our Facebook posts on Real Rock, and we get those warnings coming across, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. That's something radio does and continues to do, is deliver that local touch. It is the end of the show. Hey, the frame's still here on this one, so it still exists somewhere. Good enough. We'll figure it out. Oh, God, the Dairy Queen, what'd you call that? The Mr. Misty. Yes, Troy. Yes. Yep. That's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Have a great weekend. Be nice humans. Hey, and keeping Ivan and Mickey and the tour crew in our prayers and thoughts, sending all the good vibes for safe travels and successful shows.